Dear brothers and sisters, I guess many of you know me by now. I'm Rosa Pavanelli, General Secretary of Public Services International, and I wish you a very productive and successful annual Congress to KPTU. I would like to share with you some of my concerns about the political situation in South Korea, which I know is still very complicated. Despite the great success of the candlelight uprising in 2017, when the once President Park Geun-hye was removed from office, I am aware that the liberal government that took over, led by President Moon Jae-in, is now backtracking on promises that he made, especially regarding the protection of workers' rights. We are concerned because his government is avoiding the ratification of ILO conventions, weakening the minimum wage law, seeking to expand flexible working time, reversing trends towards rail reintegration, and increasing the regulation. With respect to the ILO, there is the need to intensify our fight for the ratification of Convention 87 and 98 and continue the struggle for the revision of the trade union law in order to protect the rights for self-employed and precarious workers. Concerning the public sector in particular, there is a clear need to eradicate excessive restriction on the right to strike and to introduce a system of minimum services in line with ILO standards. Equally important this year is your fight to bring public sector precarious workers in-house and make them directly employed by public companies. This is a commitment that we owe to the memory of Kim Yong-gyun, the 24-year-old worker outsourced to the Korean Western Power Company, who paid with his life the outsourcing of danger as KPTU is fighting against. In September, PSI will hold the Asian Pacific Regional Conference, enhancing trade union rights, strengthening the fight against privatization and the overwhelming power of multinational enterprises, building the capacity to promote and support remunicipalization and public control of public services will be priorities for our discussion. I am confident that KPTU Annual Congress will deliver strong ideas to contribute to the regional debate.
So my name is Steve Cotton, I'm the General Secretary of the International Transport Workers Federation, and it's my privilege to address you today, but first my apologies for not being with you. So the ITF is made up of all the transport sectors and represents 20 million transport workers, men and women, young and old, all over the world. It's pretty important for us to pass you a message about what's happening in the world. The ITF last year held its Congress in Singapore, but we weren't there just to celebrate our solidarity and our mutual respect. We were there to set the work plan for the next 5 years. Part of that plan is building union power, and part of that plan is making sure that people like you in your policy meetings are setting us a global agenda. In Singapore, we set ourselves a key target of building union membership, getting more women involved, getting younger workers involved, adding skills, giving them the opportunity to negotiate and build power. But additionally, we also identified that we needed to be fit for a changing world. So yes, we must continue organising, but campaigning. And it was a real privilege to see your leaders having a big delegation in Singapore, active throughout aviation, road, urban transport, really bringing the message of your message to the global labour movement about what we need to do in Korea. Now in reality, Korea is a really challenging environment, and the ITF under my leadership and our support from our regional offices has been really standing shoulder to shoulder with you. First, dare I say, you brought down the Conservative Park government by your candlelit vigils, highlighting the unfair practices, the move to subcontract and reduce health and safety and put workers' rights at risk. And we're actually very proud that you've been fighting back new legislation about health and safety, safe rates for truckers. You've been one of the leaders globally promoting the safe rate strategy about making sure that truck drivers, truck operators are not abused by the race to the bottom. We're very proud of the work that you've done in urban transport and the fact that you're now leading and have just won a major victory over Line 9 in Seoul about the privatisation and stopping privatisation. So really it's a big thank you for all of your support over the last 4-year Congress period. We're immensely proud that you're immersed throughout our sections and are carrying the fight and directly engaging in global activities. And we wish you a fantastic Congress, and we send you messages of solidarity and great thanks, and hopefully we can continue to fight for the men and women of Korea as part of the global membership that is the ITF. Many thanks.